All right, so it's Friday morning. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Coffee?
Check.
Is our homework turned in?
I think.
Are we live?
I sure hope we are.
The big stories from this week.
Definitely check. Scheduling has begun.
That's my line. Scheduling week is here. We're taking you behind the scenes of the Arlingtonian and the Jewelry and Medals class on the show.
Okay. Then a feature from Upper Arlington's very own Olympic medalist, Abby Johnston.
Hockey players join us in the studio with first-hand highlights from last night. And don't go anywhere. We've got a special delivery sliding your way. A look at a curling report you won't want to sweep past.
Sweet news coming up. Candygrams and fundraisers are happening at our school. Details later in the show.
So settle in and enjoy the show. Cue intro.
What's up, Bears?
February marks Black History Month, which celebrates achievements, culture, and profound historic Black figures.
The celebration was originally established as a week-long event in 1926, then evolved into a month-long celebration in 1976 by President Gerald Ford.
The start of the month also kicks off with Groundhog's Day on February 2nd. Punxsutawney Phil did see a shadow, meaning there will be 6 more weeks of winter.
On the other hand, Buckeye Chuck, Ohio's deciding groundhog, did not see a shadow, predicting an early spring. So it's a toss-up on when spring weather will actually arrive.
Flurries were brought in this morning by a winter system. According to NBC4 locally, it's a winter clipper system brought down from Canada.
Regardless, spring officially arrives with the spring equinox on March 20th, while we're on spring break.
This is the week to start scheduling for next school year. So we stopped by next door to learn about the class behind the student publications Arlingtonian and Nor'Wester.
Upper Arlington High School offers a wide variety of classes that allow students to explore different interests, including its journalism courses, the Arlingtonian and Yearbook. Miss Malika, the teacher of the journalism department, gives insight on how these classes not only impact the school, but also our community.
Students have to take 2 prerequisites for Arlingtonian. They take Journalism 1 and Journalism 2, and then Nor'Wester just needs to take Journalism 1. The classes are year-long classes. We put together the full yearbook in that time frame, and then we put together at least 7 print issues, as well as our Instagram and our website for Arlingtonian. When you come into this newsroom, kids find their place. I've only had great feedback from kids that say that the class is really the one that they wanted to come to every day. I think the impact that the student journalists have on the school is they're here to tell stories of students, and our whole goal is to get kids in the yearbook and let them be seen and heard. When that issue comes out, we are proud of our stories and we're sharing them with other community members. We actually take the issues into the community, the libraries, the coffee shops, the middle schools, and we're getting really involved with the middle schools right now. We really try to diversify our coverage, so I think we do a good job to make kids feel like they are a part of something great here at UA.
This has been Zoe Stefanik reporting for the WARL.
The Arlingtonian went to print this week, and the newest edition releases next Friday.
Jewelry and Metals is another unique art course offered at the high school. Elle reports.
Jewelry and Metals class gives students a chance to work with real tools and materials, learning the basics of cutting, shaping, and finishing metal. Today, we take a quick look at what happens inside the studio.
In Jewelry and Metals class, students learn to use sheet metal and wire to create a variety of wearable and functional jewelry items.
Well, I'm finishing up my sweat soldering project, so I'm drilling a hole to make it into a necklace.
Jewelry and Metals, I have more creativity and I can work on my own, not have to get approval for every decision I make.
Students are continuing to build their skills and produce new pieces each week. They're also getting more comfortable using different techniques and tools. This has been Elle Nolan reporting for the WARL.
For those interested in photography, there are photography classes offered at the high school. Additionally, all students are invited to enter the UAHS photo contest. The categories this year are people, places, nature, animals, and motion effects.
The last day to submit your photos is February 23rd. The top winners will receive a World of Photography gift cards, and your photos will be printed on the GBB.
Stop by the photography classroom on the 3rd floor, scan the QR codes around the building, or email Miss Danielle Polling at dpolling@UAschools for more information.
The elective course fair is during both lunch periods today on GBB.
For students looking beyond high school, the NACAC College Fair is tomorrow at the Convention Center from 1 to 4 p.m.
Students have the opportunity to meet with representatives from colleges, trade schools, and military branches. Students can register at nacacattend.org.
Also, reminder for students to check Maya Learning to review the list of colleges scheduled to visit the school and sign up for the ones that you are interested in.
College representatives are at the College Center during their scheduled times.
The annual Human Connections Festival, a celebration of cultures and identities, will take place on March 25th.
Registration is now open for those who are interested in hosting a table.
Outreach Club, a student-led club aimed to promote social welfare and awareness in the community, is having a book drive for the 2nd and 7 Foundation starting today and running through the 26th. Label boxes will be around the GBB collecting gently used K-6 books.
Each book donated counts as 5 minutes of service. You can email baker.1 or low.1@uaschools.org for credit.
The Environmental Club has rescheduled their clothing swap to a later date this school year. However, they are still looking to collect clothes.
You can drop off clothes outside of room 1202 in a bag labeled with your name and school email to earn credit or service hours. Shirts are worth 1 credit, pants and hoodies are worth 2, and dresses and jackets are worth 3, or each bag of clothing is worth 1 service hour.
Congratulations to the OMEA award winners from last Friday, including 11 choir members and 5 orchestra members.
And now to sports.
What is up, Bears? Big weekend ahead, kicking off with girls basketball senior night tonight, Olympic opening ceremonies, and the Super Bowl on Sunday.
Girls basketball has their senior night tonight where they will be recognizing Elizabeth Hunt, Hannah Hunt, and Elizabeth Polling. It's also Game of the Week. Theme is Country Club.
The girls are currently ranked 2nd in their conference and have their last regular season game against Kaufman next Friday at Kaufman.
The boys basketballers are currently 13-5 on their season after squeaking past Liberty 41-38 last Friday. Junior Will Graves had the game-winning corner 3 with the game tied and the clock winding down to 0.
They have an away game tonight against Olentangy Orange.
Our Hockey Bears beat Olentangy in a close 4-3 game last Saturday.
They beat New Albany yesterday. Charlotte has more details about their season on interview.
Swim and dive athletes have the UA invite tomorrow at 11 a.m. and are entering postseason with training and tapering to lock in for the state meet at the end of the month.
With swim and dive states coming up soon and the Winter Olympics officially starting today, Carson and Emerson asked a UA alum and Olympic silver medalist about her diving experience.
Hi, I'm Abby Johnston McGrath. I'm an Olympic diver. So I dove in college for Duke University and competed in the 2012 Olympics while I was still in college. And then I also competed in the 2016 Olympics while I was in medical school. I loved synchronized diving because it was so fun to be up there with a teammate and working hard with somebody, and working towards a common goal was really fun. And I was fortunate to have a lot of really great synchro partners over the years, and some of them are still my best friends to this day. But individual diving was a different challenge, and it was a lot harder for me. And it was really satisfying that I made my last Olympics in individual, because I'd always thought that I wasn't a good enough individual diver, and I worked really hard to make it there. And so I was really proud of how I did. I am a little bit superstitious. I would get my nails done the day before the competition with my mom. And that always helped ground me, because my mom was like, you're going to be fine no matter what happens. Like, you're incredible, just try to like pump me up and take away my nerves. I always wore mismatched socks. And then my synchronized partner would also wear mismatched socks. And then in order to like be prepared for the competition, my coach would have me do so many practice meets leading up to it. So like the months before the Olympic Games, I had like competed in the Olympics in a practice setting like so many times that when the games were actually here, I was like, oh, I've done this. Like I've already done 10 Olympic practice meets. So
This has been Emerson
and Carson
reporting for the WARL.
The 2026 Winter Olympic Games are in Milan, Italy, and they start today and run until the 22nd. Olympic action can be watched on NBC and its affiliate networks.
OSU's Joy Dunn scored for Team USA's women's ice hockey team yesterday in the opening round. 16 sports and approximately 2,900 athletes from 93 different countries are represented.
The wrestling team had away meet at Dublin Coffin on Thursday with a tough 11-62 loss. Sophomore Calvin Bronstein had a pin. The Bears traveled to Stebbins High School at 10 a.m. tomorrow for another meet.
Girls gymnastics had a home meet Tuesday where they got runner-up. The girls finished the day with a team score of 134.5.
Freshman Mia Agmanag broke the school record on beam with a score of 9.45, breaking the previous record of a 9.4.
The girls had their senior night on Monday in the field house. The ceremony starts at 5:40 and the girls flip into action at 6.
If you're interested in sports or have a goal of improving your health this year, some classes to consider when scheduling for next school year include senior PE, walking for fitness, IB sports science, sports in America, and game day productions.
Scheduling for classes ends on the 20th, so talk to your counselor if you're interested.
That wraps it up for sports. Now let's check it out with Charlotte and the hockey team.
Today we are here with junior hockey players Tate Rook and Zane Gibson. Yesterday you played New Albany, winning 8-2. What are some key moments or players to get this win?
Yeah, so 2 key players for me last night were Henry Thackeray with a big goal and assist, and then Tater Tot here with a total of 7 points, 4 goals and 3 assists.
Ben Spence, shout out him. He also had a hat trick, and my boy Zane here had a nasty toe drag release assist to me, so that was awesome.
Okay, what are you guys doing to prepare for the playoffs?
Yeah, so as far as preparing for playoffs goes for us, I think it's about, what we're doing on game days. I think we got to be a pro, get out of the wrapper at a decent hour, can't be on the video games all day rotting in bed. And then once you walk through the front doors at the rink, we got to give our heads a shake. It's the highest level of focus and seriousness. We can't be a bunch of giggly bits. We can't be playing tummy sticks. And then, once you step on the ice, we got to pot the pill early and often, and then go hog wild on anyone we see out there.
What teammate do you not want to mess with on the ice?
I'll answer this one first. I think Jasper Blower, he packs a punch when he hits, and he also has a lethal shot that goalies want to watch out for.
I'd say 2 guys for me are Pete Harper, the boys call him Peter Bot, and then Lucas Johnson, the boys call him Lugs, Chugs, Rugs, any of those. And then those guys both lay the hammer and strike fear into the opponent.
Because it's time for you both to schedule for your senior year, what is your favorite class you've taken so far?
I think me and Zane can both agree that IB Business Miss Versace next period is a great class. And I would also like to shout out Ceramics with Mr. Nagel last year.
Yeah, I'd like to shout out AP World with Miss McVeigh. That's a really fun class. She does a good job.
Check out the Kickin It Instagram at WARL_TV for a fun video featuring some of our ice bears. Now let's toss it to live on location.
All right, welcome back to Live Bears. I'm Javi. And I'm Henry. And today we are here in the field house with the gymnastics team and our record breaker from last week.
Yeah, Agag.
Today we're going to have them rate us and the wrestlers. Tristan.
Richard.
We're going to have them rate us on beam because that is the event that Mia placed first in. All right, so Tristan, you go first. Here, take the mic. Take the mic.
See it.
I don't know if I can put this on right. All right.
Hey.
There you go. There you go.
This is pretty good. This is good.
Should I do a little cartwheel?
Yeah. Oh, no. That was good. All right, that was great.
That's okay. Here, Ricky. It's all you. All right.
An 8.
See you go, Ricky. You should stretch.
Yep. Running. Whoops.
Jump around a little bit.
Yeah, do something like that.
All right. I don't know if I can top that last one, but
Oh.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Am I jumping around a little bit? I don't know if I can do a backflip.
Do a roll. Yes. All right. A 7.
Last but not least.
A 6.
You suck. I want to get probably a 4 here. For being real. Okay. That's all you.
Oh, okay. Oh no, he's not. I think it's 11. We give him an 11.
Oh my god! So wait, does that mean I win? Yeah, I think you win. Oh my god!
He wins.
Wow, that's crazy. How do you guys feel about that?
Ask Tristan.
I don't know. I think I'm a little too big to be doing gymnastics. That's true. All right, we're gonna kick it over to Lulu and then.
Welcome back to Community Bears.
Road closures have appeared all across UA. Kenny Road, Lane Avenue, and Northwest Boulevard have all transformed to one-lane roads, causing unexpected traffic for the morning school commute this week.
On Monday, Mr. Andrew Theotto sent out an email to all teachers to delay entering tardies for first period students' attendance due to the changed traffic patterns.
Bears, when leaving for school in the morning, keep in mind the traffic snags that will appear due to construction.
The UAHS Addams Family production runs from Thursday, February 19th through Sunday, February 22nd in the UAHS Performing Arts Center.
Lulu stopped by the Performing Arts Center to go learn about some of the preparations that go into the Addams Family production.
Most people know the Addams Family from movies or TV, but bringing them to the high school stage is different. The cast and crew have spent the last few months turning their theater into a massive Gothic production, and they're finally hitting the final stretch of rehearsals.
We get to all just come together, and it's really fun to make friends with people from all different grades, and
The kids are amazing. They are so talented. They are so dedicated, and so are the other adults, faculty, staff, the teachers, and parents who are involved.
During rehearsals, being able to just bond with everyone, it's a really great time, especially during dance rehearsals.
Between the long rehearsals, hard choreography, and losing your voice, it is a massive grind. Let's see what the hardest part is.
Memorization and just trying to memorize my lines and all the choreography.
Having to memorize everything, because you have to memorize your lines, but then also the order of the show and all the dances. That can be pretty hard.
Making sure that everything comes together and that it's all rolling and going smoothly, but everybody's working really hard and doing their part, and so I think it's going to be great.
After months of building sets and perfecting choreography, the cast and crew are finally ready to see how an audience reacts to the chaos. This has been Lulu Balker reporting for the WARL.
To buy tickets, go to uavocalmusic.org, and for UAHS students at checkout, use code C-Student 2026 for a $10 discount.
Prior to the first show, the UA Civic Association hosts the annual UA stage event for senior citizens in UA, with a dinner and first look at the musical.
NBC's Today Show host Savannah Guthrie has been in the news this week when her mother was reported missing Sunday from her home in Arizona.
Investigators believe the 84-year-old was abducted overnight. The family has posted a plea for their mother's safe return on social media and have offered a $50,000 reward.
Because of the ongoing investigation, Savannah Guthrie has stepped away from her broadcast duties and will not be in Milan to cover the Winter Olympics as planned.
Now let's head over to Special Reports with Sierra and Ella to learn more about the curling, and it's in the Olympics already.
So the Columbus Curling Club was begun about 22 years ago by a group of people who had previously curled, had moved to the Columbus area, wanted to bring the sport to Columbus. They got 100 people to come out and try curling, and that was the beginning of the Columbus Curling Club. Curling has grown hugely in popularity in Columbus and across the United States. So for a number of years, curling was the fastest growing sport in the United States. Now it's pickleball.
The sport is still growing rapidly with new clubs opening up all over the country. With the Olympics starting today, the Columbus Curling Club is seeing a spike in popularity.
It was a big year, big time for the curling club, because all those people who just watch the curling on Olympics every 4 years get excited, want to come out and give it a try.
If you're feeling inspired by the Olympics and want to give it a try yourself, the Columbus Curling Club has great opportunities for high school students. Starting on February 15th through the end of February, there are multiple Learn to Curl clinics every day of the week.
So one of the things that you may be interested in doing as a high school student is actually participating in one of our Learn to Curl clinics. So this is an event that you can actually come out with your family and actually have an opportunity to try curling.
It really is a great sport for high schoolers. There's lots of opportunity to compete at the high high level. The USA Curling has a program for like under 18 and under 21 curlers, and so I definitely encourage high schoolers to give it a try.
This has been Ella Schmidt reporting for the WARL.
On next week's show, we will take a look at the EF Tour to Iceland with Miss Hedgedis, the Olympics, and Valentine's Day festivities.
Also, check out our Instagram to see how you can get involved with Kickin' It. And that's all we have for this show, Bears. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye!
In general, and that's just what we do when we're kicking it with you.